thanks for that first part. We'll make our way down onto our backs now. Lying down and bringing your feet flat on the floor. Knees are bent. And then when you're ready, bring your right foot up to the sky and just clasp behind that right leg. When you're ready, sit up and then push that leg against the hands and pull the hands against the leg. And that's for shoulder stretch. Really pull and push to feel your shoulders and neck. And when that feels like it's complete, rise your hands up your leg and change that to a leg stretch. Lots of options here. You can straighten the bottom leg. You can lean back. But a key move is to curl those toes towards your eyes and push your heel up to the sky. You have some choices too. You can pulse dynamically or hold the leg in a stable, static position. Up to you. Can you curl those toes a little more? And back a little farther. When you want to come out, release the leg and reset the feet flat on the floor. And go the other side. Left leg to the sky. Push the leg against the hands, pull the hands against the leg, and really stretch to those shoulders. And then when you're ready, make it more of a leg stretch by reaching up. Some of you might even grab your foot. That's okay. I don't usually. It compromises the move a bit for me, but I take other options like leg goes long at the bottom and curl those toes towards my eyes. Pushing through the heel, leaning back. Most importantly is just breathe. In the second part, you really want to start to slow down, really relax the mind through slow, steady breathing. Can you curl those toes a little more towards your eyes? And then release the leg when you're ready. Arms come out in a T. Drop your knees to one side. Perfectly good to stay here. Or if you want a little more, come more onto that hip. Straighten the legs and open the top leg up. Like a pair of scissors, but just the top leg moves. And reach down for that foot. And try and curl those toes back. You can reach for the ankle or the leg. Whatever you choose, curl the toes towards your eyes. You can look forward, you can look up, you can look back, it doesn't matter. I usually look up with my eyes closed though. Really breathe here. Twisted pose requires a little more effort for breath. Can you rise your foot a little more along the floor? When you're done on this side, release the foot. Knees together, bent, and bring them back to center. Stay as long as you want on each side. When you're ready, we'll go the other side. So, arms out in a T. Drop the knees to the other side. And stay here if you just want to rest, no problem. Or straighten the legs, come more onto the hip, and reach with that foot. You might be able to grab the ankle or grab the toes. If you want a more advanced challenge, try and keep both shoulders on the floor. It really helps this stretch improve. The most advanced challenge is to keep all 5 fingers, the backs of the fingernails, on the floor. Glue them to the floor. Can you slide your foot a little farther up the floor? Can you breathe a little deeper? When you want to come out on this side, release the foot. Bend the knees. Come back to center, feet flat on the floor. You center on the mat. And then when you're ready, bring your knees into chest. You can sit up to give them a hug. Then lie back down. And rock yourself side to side. But eventually front to back. And then in a couple of rocks, we'll rock ourselves right up to sitting. And let's make our way over facing the floor in table pose. What's table pose? It's where your hands are right under shoulders, knees are under hips, and your back as flat as you can make it. Now from those hands under shoulders, take your left hand, place it under your eyes, and step your left foot where the left hand used to be. This is a 5-part stretch. For the first part, we twist towards that knee. Good. Second part, hands come forward, and we drop the knee to the outside. Third part, bring the knee back in, wide hands. And you can even raise off that back knee, but then focus on hips forward and hips down. Hips forward, hips down. It's a complete leg stretch. Good piece together. Fourth part, come back about halfway, and now hands on either side and really point those front toes. You have to exaggerate that pointed toe aspect to really stretch the shins. This is such an important stretch. It's the only one that stretches the shins. Fifth stretch, sitting just on or just above your heel, and then curling those toes towards your eyes for the back of the leg. Good. We're going to do all 5 again. Stay as long as you want in each one. The one that matters most to you, the one that seems like it needs attention. Starts with twisting towards the knee, and then dropping the knee to the outside. Third pose is leaning forward and down. Forward and down. And feel the stretch. Really breathe here. It's a good time to check in with your mind too. Are you still holding on to thoughts? Obsessing about the past, or stuck reminiscing about the past as well? Or stuck in the future? Worried about what's to come. Instead, just let go and be present. Feel your muscles moving, the air flowing through you. Stay as long as you want, working this side. When you're ready, come back and reset yourself in table. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And when it feels right, moving your right hand under your eyes and stepping your right foot where the right hand used to be. Turning towards that knee. We do all 5 poses again on this side. So enjoy it and take your time in each pose. And focus on what's necessary for you. Third pose is wide hands, leaning forward and down. Fourth pose. Really exaggerate that pointed toe. You might feel it on the top of your foot too. It's good. Fifth pose, sitting just on or just above your heel. You can even reach down for the foot here, if that helps. You can come over top the toes or beside the foot. You do them all again. When you twist towards that knee, you can tuck the hand under. It really helps. With rotation, just avoid pulling on the knee. Make sure you have weight in your hands when the knee drops to the outside. How's your breath? Can you make your inhale the same time as your exhale, as in they each take the same amount of time? Can you let go of negative emotions like jealousy, anxiety, fear, and just be peaceful? Maybe moments. Okay. Let's reset into table. When you're done on that side, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. I'm just going to close the door. And from here, we're going to move into swan pose. So, from your table position, let's lunge the right leg forward. Knees stay in line, or you can bend that foot leg. Either way, sitting proud and tall, and trying to get that back foot back as far as possible. Looking at the side. When you can't get that back foot back any further, start to walk your hands forward. And take a breath at the elbows. Just breathe deep. And take a moment to notice your chin is lower than your spine. Inhale, rise your chin back up and create a long line from lower spine to upper spine to the back of your head. And sink slowly through the hips. It takes time for the hips and other joints to loosen up. So respect that time. Just gaze softly at the floor, or even better, just close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Obviously, you can't control where air goes in your body, but if you can imagine it, it can help you listen through those hips. So imagine air flowing from your lungs into your hips and coasting throughout your body. Options include taking your hands over to the knee side if you want. It changes the stretch a little, but you might like it. To center with those hands, or stay longer. But stay low. Come to your fingertips if you want. And really reach forward with those arms. When you're ready, walk your hands back in towards your body. If your knees weren't in line, realign them so that front knee flows through front foot to back knee, back foot. That back foot comes up and connects to the same side hand. With that hand, pull that foot right into your body. And if it's easy, adjust how far back that knee is. Wiggle it back a bit. You can also adjust where that front hand is, how far forward you lean. The main stretch is to pull that foot right in. You can pulse this dynamically or hold it statically. And when you're done, release the foot. Hands on either side of the knee, and slide your leg back into child's pose. Just for a breath. Or longer if you want. When you're ready, come back to table. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And whatever foot was in your hand, that leg lunges forward. Again, knees can stay in line, or bend that front leg. Either way, sitting proud and tall, getting that back foot, back knee back, in swan pose. And then when you're ready, start to walk your hands forward. Taking at least a breath at the elbows. Inhale, rise the chin up and realign. Lower spine to upper spine, the back of your head. And start to sink again. Are you holding on to thoughts still that are deflecting you from peacefulness or preventing you from reaching happiness? Can you let them go? You can use imagery to help that as well. Can you picture brightly colored balloons? And imagine a picture of what's stressing you out on each or inside each balloon. Just let them go and float away. You don't want to fight or create some negative action against our stresses. Just let them go. Let them float away. You can release them one at a time, or just decide to let all the balloons go. Focus on feeling your breath. peacefulness and happiness. And bring your hands over to the knee side if you want, and stay low. As always, you can come to your fingertips. Come back to center when you're ready. Keep the stretch. As long as you want. It should feel good. It's a good rule for yoga and stretching. If it feels good, it probably is good. And if it feels bad, it probably is bad. So do what feels good for you. And when you're ready to come up, walk your hands back in towards your body. Realign the knees so that front knee flows through front foot to back knee to back foot. And that back foot kicks up. Foot connects, the same side hand, same side foot. And then pull that foot right into your body. If it's easy, wiggle the back knee back. And at your own needs, adjust where your front hand is and how far you want to lean. Could be on the forearm, you could stay just on the hand, up to you. When you're done on this side, release the leg. Hands on either side of the knee, slide that knee back into child's pose. Just here for a breath. When you're ready, come on up. And we'll go forward. Let's bring our legs wide and come back for a moment into that wide forward fold. Now, this is just a wide forward fold, but if you want, you can make it into a forward split by widening the length between your feet, the distance from foot to foot. Up to you if you just want to fold or you want to work on a forward split. Make sure there's weight in your hands if you're working on forward split. And some of you might get much lower than I can. That's okay. I'm not competing against anyone else. I'm not even competing against myself. I've let go of ideas like competition and just focus on stretching right now. If you want to try, instead of a forward split, a side split, drop your knee, turn the opposite toes up to the sky, and really point those toes. Or alternatively, curl them towards your eyes. Hands on either side for balance in a side split. And then when you're complete there, you can come back to forward split. See if you can get a little farther through that forward split. You can help that by rolling to the outside of both feet. Even though your feet stay flat, that intention to roll, that tiny movement, you'll feel on the inside of your legs. Stay in forward split or come to side split on the other side by dropping the knee, bringing the toe to the sky. And then alternate or pick one and point the toes. Curl the toes towards your eyes. When you're ready, last time, forward split. If your legs are tired, just decrease that length of your stance. Sometimes I like to have one foot off the mat. It helps to get a little bit of width through those legs. Can you roll your feet to the outside? Just a slight roll. Good. When you're ready, heel toe it in until you can drop a knee and bring yourself to sitting, facing forward. Just a few more poses. So sitting cross-legged, or if you want to try, half lotus, bring one foot on top of the other leg. And we'll do twists. So taking your left palm out, bringing it beside your hip. Your right hand goes behind. Inhale, look to the side, and then exhale, twist. And inhale, can you sit a little taller? And exhale, twist a little deeper. Good. Stay as long as you want on this side. When you're ready, come through center. This time, right hand goes palm out to the other side. Left hand goes behind. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. One side might feel different. That's okay. Stay longer on that side, work it differently. Pushing down through both hands, the back of the front hand, and the fingers of the back hand. Stay as long as you need. When you're ready, come back to center. And if you were cross-legged, switch which foot is in front. If you were half lotus, switch which foot is on top. Now let's twist the same direction again. So inhale, left hand crosses, palm out, right hand behind. Doesn't really matter which side you start with. Exhale, twists, and inhale, sits you a little taller. Exhale, twists you a little deeper. And when you're ready, rotate through the other side. Hand crosses again, palm out. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, twist. Looking behind you, just over that shoulder, down at the floor or at the back wall, whatever feels more comfortable. Good. Release. Let's bring our legs forward into a 4 position. So one leg is straight forward, the other foot is against that leg, and then leaning down over that leg. You might grab the ankle, you might grab the foot, you might come over the top, grabbing the toes. Up to you. Lots of options here. Lean forward. My favorite option is opposite hand of the leg comes behind, up and over, and then look out over that side knee. So on the top, arms make a C. On the bottom, legs make a 4. C4. Really reach to the top hand. And exhale, release, switch sides. Moving slowly, as if in slow motion. We're near the end. The last thing we want to do is hurry. Feel the need to be anywhere other than where we are right now. So move slow and reach down for that ankle or foot. My option I like to take is hand goes behind, up and over. Look out over that side knee. You should feel it in your lower back. The muscles just above your hip in the back. If you can't reach further, really reach the top hand and pull on the foot or leg with the bottom hand. C4. When you're done on that side, release and bring both feet out. This looks like forward fold, but we're sitting at what's called staff or stick pose. Reaching down for the ankles or feet again. This is a nice stretch at the end because it gives you time to focus on where you'd like. For example, you can curl the toes towards your eyes for a back of leg stretch, or you can focus on folding at your hip for a hip and lower back stretch, or you can pull back against your fingers, stretch at the neck and shoulders. Choose the option, a combination that's best for you. Good. When you're done, release, and we're going to make our way down into Shavasana, relaxation. That'll be our last part, the most important part, so please don't leave.